If you're listening to this now, in the stillness of the evening, when the house has settled and the world has grown soft around you, then welcome. There is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing pressing that requires your attention. Just this quiet moment. Just your breath, slow and steady. Just the comfort of being here, exactly as you are. Tonight, we're going to talk about something simple. Something you already know, deep down, but perhaps haven't had the chance to really feel in a while. We're going to talk about the small moments. The ones that slip by so easily. The ones we barely notice as they're happening. The ordinary, quiet, beautiful small moments that make up a life. Not the big moments. Not the milestones or the achievements or the days that got circled on calendars. Those have their place, of course. But tonight, we're talking about something else. The cup of tea in the morning. The way light falls through a window. The sound of rain. The smell of bread. The moments so small they almost disappear. And yet, when you look back, when you really think about what mattered, what you remember, what made you feel alive, it's these moments. Always these moments. So let yourself settle in. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. There's nothing to solve tonight. Nothing to figure out. We're just going to remember together. We're going to notice together. We're going to sit with the truth that life, real life, the life that matters most, happens in the smallest spaces. And that is enough. Think back, if you will, to this morning. Or yesterday morning. Or any morning in your life. Do you remember waking up? Not the alarm, not the rush, not the list of things waiting to be done. But the moment just before all of that. The moment when you first opened your eyes. When you were still soft with sleep. When the world hadn't quite started yet. There's something about that moment, isn't there? Something quiet and true. For just a second, you exist without the weight of everything. You're just here. Just breathing. Just being. Maybe you heard birds outside. Maybe you felt the warmth of blankets around you. Maybe you noticed the quality of light coming through the curtains. That particular shade of early morning that's different from any other time of day. Maybe you stretched, and your body felt stiff or comfortable or tired or surprisingly rested. Maybe you lay there for just a moment longer than necessary, knowing the day was coming but not quite ready to meet it yet. These moments, these tiny pockets of peace before the day begins, they're so easy to forget. We move through them without marking them, without saving them, without recognizing them as anything special. And yet, they are there. Every single day. Waiting. Offering themselves quietly. The gift of a morning that arrives. The gift of eyes that open. The gift of another day, however it unfolds, waiting just beyond the edge of the bed. And maybe this morning, you got up. You moved into the familiar routine. Feet on the floor. The walk to the bathroom. The face in the mirror, older than you remember, or exactly as you remember, or sometimes both at once. The coldness of water on your face, or the warmth. The automatic movements of brushing teeth, combing hair, the small rituals we perform without thinking. And then, maybe there was coffee, or tea, or just a glass of water. Think about that for a moment. The first sip of something warm in the morning. Have you ever really stopped to notice it? The way the cup feels in your hands. The weight of it. The heat seeping into your palms. The steam rising. The smell, so familiar you might not even register it anymore, but it's there, rich and comforting and the same as it's been for years. And that first sip. The way it warms you from the inside. The way it signals to your body that the day has begun. The way it tastes like every other morning and also completely new. The way you might stand by the window while you drink it, looking out at the world waking up. Or sit at the table in the quiet before anyone else is up. Or cradle it in your hands while you watch the light change. This is not a small thing, even though it seems small. This is ritual. This is comfort. This is the body being cared for. This is a moment of peace before everything else begins. And it happens every day. Every single day, this gift is offered. The gift of something warm. The gift of a moment to yourself. The gift of beginning again. How many cups of coffee have you had in your life? How many mornings have started this way? Thousands, probably, tens of thousands. And each one was different, even if you don't remember them individually. Each one was a moment you were alive, present, here in this world, tasting and feeling and being. That matters, even if no one was watching. Even if you didn't post about it or tell anyone or mark it as significant. It matters because you were there. You felt it. You lived it. And that is enough. Let's talk about light for a moment. Light is one of those things we take for granted because it's always there, always changing, always moving through our days. But when you stop to really notice it, really see it, it becomes something else. Something almost sacred. Think about afternoon light. That particular slant of sun that comes through a window in the late afternoon. The way it catches dust particles floating in the air, turning them into tiny stars. The way it falls across a table, across a floor, across your hands. The way it's golden in a way morning light isn't. Warmer, softer, tired, almost like it's been working all day and is finally ready to rest. Maybe you've sat in that light before. Maybe you've been reading, or just sitting, or folding laundry, or doing nothing at all, and suddenly you looked up and noticed it. The way everything looked different. The way the whole room felt different. The way time seemed to slow down, just for a moment, and you felt something. Not happiness, exactly. Not sadness. Just something. A recognition. A noticing. A sense that something beautiful was happening and you were there to witness it. These moments of noticing light, they're so brief. The light changes. The moment passes. You go back to whatever you were doing. But something shifts when you notice. Something opens. You remember, even if just for a second, that the world is full of beauty. That it's happening all the time. That it doesn't require anything from you except your attention. And maybe that's one of the greatest gifts of all. The gift of noticing. The gift of seeing. The gift of being awake to the small beauties that surround us constantly, whether we acknowledge them or not. Morning light through lace curtains. Evening light turning brick walls orange. Winter light, thin and clear. Summer light, thick and heavy. The light of an open door. The light of a lamp in the evening. The light of candles on a birthday cake. The light of car headlights on a dark road. The light of the moon on water. The light of stars, so far away and yet reaching us still. We are bathed in light our whole lives. It changes everything it touches. It marks the passage of time. It makes colors possible. It makes seeing possible. And most of the time, we don't even think about it. But it's there. Always there. Always giving itself freely. Always in its own way holding us. What a gift. What a constant, quiet, unearned gift. Let's think about sound for a while. Close your eyes, if they're not closed already. What do you hear right now? Really, what do you hear? Maybe it's quiet where you are. Or maybe there are small sounds. The hum of a refrigerator. The ticking of a clock. The settling of a house. Your own breathing. The rustle of blankets when you shift. The sounds are always there, even in silence. Especially in silence. And then there are the sounds that mark our days. The sounds we know so well we barely hear them anymore. But they're there, woven into the fabric of our lives, making everything familiar. The sound of rain. Have you ever really listened to rain? Not just heard it, but really listened? The way it hits different surfaces differently. Soft on grass. Harder on pavement. Musical on metal roofs. The way it can be gentle, barely there, just a whisper. Or strong, insistent, filling everything. The way it sounds different inside than outside. The way it makes you feel safe, somehow, to hear it while you're warm and dry. Rain has been falling since long before we were here. It will fall long after. And yet, every time it rains, it's new. Every time, it's a gift. The earth being watered. The air being cleaned. The sound of it, constant and soothing and somehow eternal. Or think about the sound of wind. The way it moves through trees. The way leaves sound different from branches. The way wind against a window sounds different from wind in an open field. The way it can be gentle, just a breeze, barely moving the curtains. Or wild, shaking everything, reminding us how small we are. The way it carries smells. The way it changes temperature. The way it's invisible but you can hear it, feel it, know it's there. And then there are the human sounds. The sounds of living together. A door opening. Footsteps in another room. The murmur of voices. Laughter from somewhere nearby. Someone humming while they work. The clink of dishes. The sound of water running. A phone ringing. A dog barking. A car passing outside. These sounds, they're so ordinary. So everyday. And yet they mean something. They mean life is happening. People are here. The world is moving. You're not alone. Even the sound of someone breathing beside you. If you've ever shared a bed with someone, a partner, a child, even a pet, you know that sound. That quiet, steady rhythm of someone else's breath. How comforting it is. How it can lull you to sleep. How it reminds you that you're connected. That you matter to someone. That someone matters to you. Or the sound of your own breathing when you're alone. That's worth noticing too. The way it comes and goes without you having to think about it. The way it's been there your whole life, faithful and constant. In and out. In and out. The most basic rhythm of being alive. And voices. Oh, the voices we've heard. The voices we've loved. Your mother's voice, calling you for dinner. Your father's laugh. Your grandmother's stories. Your child's first words. Your partner's voice saying your name. Your friend's voice on the phone. The voice of a teacher who believed in you. The voice of someone who loved you. These voices stay with us. Even when the people are gone. Even when years have passed. We can still hear them sometimes, can't we? In memory. In dreams. In the quiet moments when we're alone and missing them. The voices of our lives. The sounds that shaped us. The words that held us. What a gift it is to have heard them. What a gift to have been spoken to. To have been called by name. To have been recognized. To have been known. And you have a voice too. You have spoken. You have called to others. You have said words that mattered. You have comforted and laughed and told stories and said, I love you, and I'm sorry, and thank you, and goodbye. Your voice has traveled through the air and reached others and changed things, however small those changes might seem. Your voice matters. The sounds you make, the words you speak, the laughter and sighs and even the silence. It all matters. It's all part of the symphony of being alive. Now let's think about touch. About the feeling of things. We spend our whole lives touching and being touched. Feeling textures and temperatures and the weight of things. And most of it happens without us paying attention. But it's there. Always there. Constantly giving us information about the world. Constantly connecting us to everything around us. Think about your hands right now. What are they touching? Blankets, probably. Or sheets. Or perhaps your own body. Notice the feeling. Really notice it. The softness or roughness. The warmth or coolness. The way fabric feels against skin. The way it's comforting, somehow, to have something to hold on to, even if it's just the edge of a blanket. Our hands have touched so many things. Doorknobs and steering wheels and books and phones and tools and earth and food and faces. Every day, all day, our hands are reaching out, making contact, feeling. The hand of someone you love. Have you held hands with someone lately? Or ever? Can you remember what it felt like? The warmth of their skin. The shape of their fingers. The way your hands fit together or didn't quite fit but you held on anyway. The way holding hands says something without words. The way it means you're not alone, and I'm here, and I care about you. Children's hands are so small. If you've ever held a baby, you know that feeling. That tiny hand wrapping around your finger. That complete trust. That perfect softness. And then they grow, and their hands get bigger, And one day you realize their hand is as big as yours, or bigger, and something in you aches because time has passed and they've grown and nothing stays the same. But you held their hand. You felt it. You were there for that. And that matters. Or think about other touches. The touch of water. A shower washing away the day. A bath warming you on a cold night. Swimming in a lake or ocean. That feeling of being held by something bigger than yourself. Rain on your skin. The coolness of it. The surprise of it. The touch of air. Wind on your face. The way it feels different in different seasons. Summer wind, warm and lazy. Winter wind, sharp and biting. Spring wind, carrying the smell of flowers. Fall wind, carrying leaves. The touch of sun. Sunlight warming your face. Sunlight on your arms. That feeling of standing in sunshine after being in the cold. That bone-deep warmth that feels like being loved by the world itself. The touch of animals. If you've ever had a pet, you know, the softness of fur. The warmth of a cat curled in your lap. A dog's head resting on your knee. The purr of a cat under your hand. The wet nose of a dog greeting you. The way animals give their affection so freely. The way they trust us with their bodies. The way petting an animal can calm everything inside you. The touch of grass under bare feet. Carpet under your toes. Cold tile in the bathroom. Warm sand at the beach. Snow, if you've ever made a snowball or a snow angel. Mud, if you've ever been a child or worked in a garden. The feeling of getting into a bed with clean sheets. That coolness. That smoothness. The way it feels like a fresh start. The way it feels like being taken care of. The feeling of a hug. A real hug. Not the quick ones, not the polite ones, but the ones that last. The ones where someone holds you and you hold them, and for a moment you're just there together, connected, sharing warmth and presence and wordless understanding. The ones that say, I see you, and you matter, and I'm glad you exist. When was the last time you were really hugged? When was the last time you really hugged someone? It's such a simple thing. Bodies touching, arms around each other. And yet it's everything. It's comfort. It's love. It's being human together. We are tactile creatures. We need touch. We need to feel and be felt. We need the reminder that we're physical beings in a physical world. That we're here. That we're real. That we're connected. Every touch you've ever felt, every texture you've ever noticed, every temperature you've experienced, it's all been part of your life. Part of your story. Part of what makes you who you are. And that is enough. Let's talk about taste for a moment. About the simple pleasure of eating. Food is sustenance. Yes, we need it to survive. But it's also so much more than that. It's comfort. It's memory. It's culture. It's love made tangible. Think about your favorite meal. Not necessarily the fanciest meal you've ever had, but your favorite. The one that makes you feel most at home. Most yourself. Most cared for. Maybe it's something simple. Soup on a cold day. Fresh bread with butter. A perfectly ripe piece of fruit. A meal someone made for you when you were sick. A dish your grandmother used to make. The food of your childhood, whatever that was. The tastes that mean home. There's something about familiar food, isn't there? The way it takes you back. The way one taste can open up a whole memory. You're eating something and suddenly you're 8 years old again, sitting at your mother's table. Or you're 20 and in love and sharing a meal with someone who made your heart race. Or you're 40 and cooking for your own children, passing on the recipes, passing on the love. Food connects us across time. The same recipes made over and over. The same tastes repeated. Changed a little, maybe adapted but recognizable. The thread running through generations. Your grandmother made this. Your mother made this. Now you make it. Maybe your children will make it too. Or your grandchildren. The taste continuing. The love continuing. And it's not just about fancy meals or special occasions. It's about the everyday nourishment. The simple fact that you get to eat. That food exists. that the earth provides. That people grow things and raise things and harvest things so that you can have breakfast and lunch and dinner. A piece of toast in the morning. Simple. Just bread and heat and maybe butter or jam. But think about it. Think about all the steps that brought that toast to you. Someone grew wheat. Someone harvested it. Someone ground it into flour. Someone baked it into bread. Someone delivered it to a store. Someone put it on a shelf. You bought it. You brought it home. You put it in the toaster. And now you're eating it. Warm and crispy and exactly what you needed. All of that, all of those steps, all of that work and care and process so you could have toast. So you could have this small comfort. This small pleasure. It's miraculous, really, when you think about it. The whole chain of events, the whole human story, that makes even the simplest meal possible. Or think about drinking water. Plain water. How many times in your life have you been thirsty and had water to drink? How many times has that simple act refreshed you, revived you, made you feel better? Water, the most basic thing. Free, or nearly so. Available. Always there when you need it. What a gift. What an incredible, often unnoticed gift. And then there are the special tastes. The ones we save for celebrations or treats. Cake on birthdays. Pie on holidays. Ice cream on hot summer days. Chocolate when we need comfort. Coffee when we need energy. Wine with dinner. Tea in the afternoon. These tastes, they mark our lives. They become part of our rituals. Part of how we celebrate and comfort ourselves and mark time passing. And sometimes, someone makes food for you. Someone who loves you takes the time to prepare something, to choose ingredients, to follow a recipe or make one up, to stir and season and taste and adjust, to cook with you in mind, to put food on a plate and hand it to you and say, without saying, I care about you. I want you to be nourished. I want you to feel good. That's love. That's one of the oldest forms of love there is. Feeding each other, sharing food, sitting together and eating, breaking bread, as they say, coming together over a meal. And you've been part of that. You've been fed. You've fed others. You've shared meals. You've sat at tables with people you love, or people you've just met, or people you've known your whole life, and you've eaten together. You've talked and laughed and been quiet together. You've nourished your body and your spirit at the same time. Every meal you've ever eaten, every taste you've ever experienced, every moment of being hungry and then satisfied, it's all been part of your journey, part of your story, part of being alive and having a body and being in this world. And that is enough. Let's think about smell for a while. Smell is the sense most closely tied to memory, they say. A scent can transport you instantly, can take you back decades in a single breath. Maybe you know this already. Maybe you've walked past someone wearing a perfume your mother used to wear, and suddenly you're a child again. Or smelled something baking and remembered your grandmother's kitchen. Or caught the scent of rain on hot pavement and remembered a specific summer day you thought you'd forgotten. Smell is magic that way. It bypasses everything and goes straight to the heart. Straight to memory. Straight to feeling. Think about the smells of home. Whatever home means to you. Whatever home has meant to you at different times in your life. Maybe it's the smell of coffee brewing, or bread baking, or dinner cooking, onions and garlic in a pan, tomatoes simmering, meat roasting, something sweet in the oven. Maybe it's the smell of laundry, fresh sheets, clean towels, clothes dried in the sun if you're lucky enough to have done that. That particular scent of cleanliness and care. Maybe it's the smell of wood, of old furniture, of bookshelves, of a fire in the fireplace, of sawdust if someone in your family worked with their hands. Maybe it's the smell of a person you love, the way your mother smelled, the way your father smelled, the scent of your partner, so familiar you'd know them in the dark, the sweet smell of a baby's head, the particular scent of your child, no matter how old they get. We know people by their smell. We know places by their smell. We know seasons by their smell. Spring smells like wet earth and flowers beginning, like things waking up, like possibility. Summer smells like cut grass and chlorine and sunscreen and barbecue smoke and heat itself, somehow, like long days and warm nights. Fall smells like leaves and apples and wood smoke and that particular crispness in the air, like things settling down, like preparing for rest. Winter smells like cold, like pine trees, like snow, if you've been lucky enough to smell snow, like cinnamon and cloves and all the spices we use to warm ourselves. And then there are the smells of life happening. The smell of rain coming. You can smell it before it arrives, can't you? That change in the air, that freshness, that promise. The smell of the ocean, salt and seaweed and something ancient, something bigger than us, something that's been here forever and will be here long after we're gone. The smell of earth, soil, dirt, the smell of growing things, gardens, forests, the smell of the ground itself, holding everything, supporting everything, giving life to everything. The smell of books, old books especially, that particular scent of paper and ink and time. The smell of libraries, the smell of possibility and knowledge and stories waiting to be read. The smell of your own home when you return to it after being away. How distinct it is. How you don't usually notice it because you're always there. But when you come back from a trip, even a short one, you smell it. You smell home. And something in you relaxes. Something says, yes, this is where I belong. And there are difficult smells too. Hospital smells. Sickness smells. The smell of places you'd rather not be. The smell of endings and loss. But even those are part of the story. Part of being alive. Part of having a body that experiences everything, pleasant and unpleasant, beautiful and hard. You have smelled your way through your whole life. You have breathed in the world. You have taken it into your lungs, moment by moment, breath by breath. The air you've breathed has carried stories and memories and connections. It's carried the world to you and carried you through the world. What a gift. What a subtle, powerful, often invisible gift. Now, let's talk about the small moments of connection. The brief encounters. The tiny interactions that seem like nothing but aren't nothing. Not at all. Think about the people you see regularly but don't really know. The mail carrier. The person who makes your coffee. The neighbor you wave to. The person at the grocery store checkout. The people who share your daily life in small, glancing ways. You probably don't think much about these interactions. They're so brief. So ordinary. A smile. A nod, a good morning, or have a nice day, or see you tomorrow. Small words, small gestures, easy to dismiss as meaningless. But they're not meaningless. They're recognition. They're acknowledgement. They're the small threads that connect us to each other, that make us part of a community, that remind us we're not alone in the world. That person who holds the door for you. That person who lets you merge in traffic. That person who says, bless you, when you sneeze. That person who helps you reach something on a high shelf. That person who smiles at you on the street for no reason except that you're both there, both human, both walking through the same moment. These tiny kindnesses, these micro-connections, they add up. They accumulate. They create a fabric of small goodnesses that holds us all. And you've been part of that fabric. You've smiled at strangers. You've held doors. You've said thank you. You've been kind in small ways that you probably don't even remember. But they mattered. To the person receiving them, in that moment, they mattered. Maybe you've been the person who said the right thing at the right time to someone who needed it. Maybe you've been the person whose smile brightened someone's hard day. Maybe you've been the person who showed patience when someone else was struggling. Maybe you've been the person who made someone feel seen, even briefly, even in passing. You have touched more lives than you know. In small ways, yes. In ways that might seem insignificant. But small doesn't mean unimportant. Small doesn't mean it didn't matter. Think about the strangers who have helped you. The person who gave you directions when you were lost. The person who returned something you dropped. The person who said a kind word when you needed it. The person who was patient with you when you were confused or slow or struggling. You remember some of them, maybe. Or maybe you don't remember the specific people, but you remember the feeling. The feeling of being helped, being cared for, being treated with kindness by someone who didn't have to, who got nothing from it, who did it simply because it was the right thing to do. Because they saw you and recognized your need and chose to respond. Humanity at its best lives in these small moments. Not in grand gestures or heroic acts, though those have their place. But in the everyday kindnesses. The tiny considerations. The small ways we take care of each other without thinking about it, without expecting anything in return. You've been part of that. You are part of that. Every small kindness you've extended, every moment of patience, every smile, every time you've treated someone with dignity and respect, you've been contributing to the goodness in the world. You've been making it a little bit softer, a little bit safer, a little bit more bearable for someone else. And that is enough. That is more than enough. That is everything. Let's think about routine for a moment. About the rhythms of daily life. Routine gets a bad reputation sometimes. It sounds boring, repetitive, stuck. But routine is also comfort. Routine is stability. Routine is the structure that holds us when everything else is chaotic. Think about your daily routines. The things you do every day, or most days, without thinking about them much. The way you move through your morning. The way you make your bed, or don't. The way you prepare your meals. The route you take to work, or to the store, or on your daily walk. The chair you sit in. The side of the bed you sleep on. The order in which you do things. These routines, they're so familiar they become invisible. But they're there, creating a framework, giving shape to your days, making life manageable. And there's something deeply comforting about routine, isn't there? About knowing what comes next. About having rhythms you can count on. About the predictability of ordinary days. Your morning routine, whatever it is yours. It's unique to you. The particular way you start your day, the particular things you do, the particular order you do them in. No one else does it exactly the same way. It's your ritual. Your way of transitioning from sleep to wakefulness. Your way of preparing yourself for whatever the day holds. And your evening routine. Your way of winding down. Your way of letting go of the day. Whatever you do to prepare for sleep. The way you wash your face, brush your teeth, change into comfortable clothes. The way you check the doors, turn off the lights, settle into bed. These rituals of closing down, of releasing the day, of surrendering to rest. They might seem mundane, but they're sacred in their way. They're the bookends of your day, the gentle parentheses that hold everything else. And think about the weekly rhythms. If you've worked, you know the rhythm of the work week, the way Mondays feel, the way Fridays feel, the difference between a weekday and a weekend, the particular quality of Saturday morning, the particular feeling of Sunday evening. Or if you've been retired, you know the different rhythm. The way the days can blur together when they're all available. The way you have to create your own structure. The way freedom can feel wonderful and also, sometimes, a little untethered. And the seasonal rhythms. The way life changes throughout the year. The way fall feels different from spring. The way winter calls for different activities, different foods, different ways of being. The way summer opens everything up. The way spring makes you want to clean and start fresh. You've lived through so many seasons, so many cycles, so many repetitions of the same basic patterns. And each one was different, even though they were also the same. Each spring brought different flowers, different weather, different circumstances. But it was still spring, still renewal, still the earth waking up again. That's what routine gives us. That sense of cycle, that sense of return. That reminder that life goes on, that patterns repeat, that what ends comes around again in a different form. It's not boring. It's not meaningless. It's deeply meaningful, actually. It's life organizing itself. Life creating structure. Life making itself livable. Your routines have carried you through your whole life. Through good times and hard times. Through changes and losses and new beginnings. The routines stayed, even when everything else shifted. They held you. They gave you something to do, something to count on, something familiar in the midst of uncertainty. That matters. Your ordinary days matter. Your regular routines matter. The small, repeated actions of your life, they're not nothing. They're everything. They're how you've lived. They're how you've taken care of yourself. They're how you've moved through time, day by day, moment by moment. And that is enough. Let's talk about the pleasure of being still. We spend so much of our lives in motion, going somewhere, doing something, accomplishing tasks, moving forward. But there's something to be said for stillness, for stopping, for being in one place and not trying to get anywhere else. Think about the last time you just sat, really sat, not waiting for something, not scrolling through your phone, not watching television, not reading, just sitting, being still, being present in your own body, in your own breath, in your own moment. When was the last time you did that? It's rare, isn't it? True stillness, true rest, true presence without distraction or purpose. But when you do find it, when you do let yourself be still, something shifts. The noise quiets down. The urgency fades. The world slows. Maybe you've felt this sitting in a garden, or on a porch, or looking out a window, just watching, just being, not thinking about what you need to do next, not planning or worrying or remembering, just there, just present, just breathing. There's a particular kind of peace in that, a particular kind of freedom. Nothing is required of you. Nothing needs to be done. You can just be, just exist, just take up space in the world without justifying it or earning it or proving your worth. You are enough, exactly as you are, doing nothing at all. Think about sitting by water. If you've ever done that, a lake, a river, the ocean, just sitting and watching the water move, or not move, just reflecting the sky, just being water, doing what water does. There's something hypnotic about water, something calming. You can watch it for a long time and not get bored. The movement of it, the sound of it, the light on it. It's constantly changing and also staying the same. It's both peaceful and alive. Or sitting under a tree, feeling the solidity of the trunk behind you, hearing leaves rustle overhead, watching light filter through branches, being part of the landscape, being held by something older and bigger than yourself. Trees have been sitting still for decades, for centuries, some of them. They know about staying in one place, about putting down roots, about being present to whatever comes. Sun and rain and wind and snow. They take it all. They don't run away. They don't try to be somewhere else. They just are. There's wisdom in that, in accepting where you are, in being present to your life exactly as it is, without wishing it were different. And you can do that too. You can be still. You can rest. You can give yourself permission to just be, without doing, without achieving, without proving anything to anyone. The world doesn't stop when you're still. It goes on around you. But you're not caught up in it. You're just watching, just witnessing, just present to the great unfolding of everything. Birds keep flying. Clouds keep moving. People keep walking by. The sun keeps moving across the sky. And you're still, centered, grounded. That's a gift you can give yourself anytime. The gift of stopping, the gift of being present, the gift of stillness in the midst of motion. Your life has had so much motion, so much activity, so much doing. And that's good. That's necessary. That's how things get done, how life gets lived. But the stillness matters too. the moments of rest, the pauses between breaths, the quiet spaces where nothing happens except being alive. Those moments have held you, have restored you, have reminded you that you exist not to constantly produce or achieve, but simply to be, to experience, to witness, to live. And that is enough. Let's think about walking for a while. Not exercise, not trying to get somewhere quickly, just walking, moving through space at a human pace. The way people have walked for thousands of years. There's something about walking that clears the mind, that settles the spirit. One foot in front of the other. The rhythm of it, the simplicity of it. Maybe you've taken walks in your life. Early morning walks before the world wakes up. Evening walks to clear your head. Walks in neighborhoods you know so well you could navigate them with your eyes closed. Walks in new places where everything is fresh and unfamiliar. Walking alone has its own quality. The silence of it. The way you can be with your thoughts. The way your mind wanders while your body moves. The way problems sometimes solve themselves during a walk. The way clarity can come when you're not trying to force it. Or walking with someone. The companionship of it. The side-by-side presence. The conversation that flows differently when you're moving together. Or the comfortable silence that can exist between people who know each other well. Walking and talking. Or walking and saying nothing. Both can be perfect. And think about all the places your feet have carried you. All the ground you've covered in your lifetime. Miles and miles. Thousands of miles probably. Maybe more. Sidewalks and paths and trails and beaches. City streets and country roads. Hallways and staircases. The floors of your own home. Walked so many times you know every creak. Your feet have carried you through your entire life. They've taken you to work and home and to visit people you love. They've taken you on adventures and to appointments and to ordinary errands. They've climbed stairs and jumped in puddles and walked on grass and sand and snow. They've gotten tired. They've hurt sometimes. They've worn shoes that didn't fit quite right. They've gotten blisters. They've aged along with the rest of you. But they've been faithful. They've kept going. They've carried you wherever you needed to go. And walking, simple walking, it connects you to the ground, to the earth, to gravity, to physical reality. With every step, you're touching the world. You're part of it. You're moving through it. You belong to it. There's something meditative about walking. Something ancient. Something that connects you to every human who has ever lived. Everyone has walked. Everyone has moved through space this way. It's one of the most basic, most universal human experiences. And maybe your walking has changed over the years. Maybe you walk slower now than you used to. Maybe you walk less far. Maybe you need help walking, or maybe you don't walk at all anymore. Maybe you remember walking, and miss it, and hold those memories tenderly. However you move through the world now, however you've moved through it before, it's all been part of your journey. All been part of your story. All been the physical experience of being alive in a body that moves and exists in space and time. Your feet have taken you everywhere you've ever been. Every place you've seen. Every person you've met. Your feet got you there. What a gift. What faithful companions. What an incredible journey they've carried you on. Let's talk about windows for a moment. Windows are such ordinary things. So common we barely think about them. But they're miraculous, really. They let us be inside and outside at the same time. They let light in. They let us see the world while staying safe and warm. Think about all the windows you've looked through in your life. The window of your childhood bedroom. What did you see when you looked out? A street, a yard, other houses, trees, sky. Can you remember the view? Can you remember standing there, or sitting there, looking out, thinking your child thoughts, dreaming your child dreams? The windows of places you've lived. Each one framed a different world. Each one gave you a different perspective. Each one let in different light at different times of day. The window you might look out right now. What do you see? What has that window shown you? What has it witnessed? What have you witnessed through it? Windows mark the passage of time. You see seasons change through them. You see weather. You see the world waking up and going to sleep. You see the same view over and over, and it's never quite the same twice. Morning light through a window. The way it wakes you. The way it promises a new day. Evening light through a window. The way it softens everything. The way it signals rest is coming. Rain on windows. The patterns it makes. The sound of it. The way it makes inside feel safer, cozier, more protected. Snow against windows. The way it transforms the world outside. The way it makes everything quiet and soft and magical. Windows at night, glowing from inside. The way houses look from the outside when the lights are on. The way they look warm and inviting and full of life. Or looking out windows at night into darkness. The way your own reflection looks back at you. The way you can see yourself and see through yourself at the same time. The way it makes you aware of yourself as both subject and object, both observer and observed. And windows in places you've visited. Train windows. Car windows. Airplane windows. The way they've shown you the world moving past. The way they've taken you places. The way they've expanded your sense of what exists, what's possible, where you fit in the larger story. Looking out airplane windows at clouds. At the earth far below. At how small everything looks. How beautiful. How fragile. Looking out car windows on long drives. The landscape changing. The way time passes differently when you're moving through space. The way you can watch the world and think and dream and just be. Windows in hospitals. Windows in hotels. Windows in unfamiliar places. The view from somewhere you've never been before and might never be again. The particular quality of light in a strange city. The reminder that the world is so much bigger than your daily life, that there are so many places, so many people, so many lives happening simultaneously. And windows have protected you, have kept out cold and heat and wind and rain, have let you experience the weather without suffering it, have given you shelter while still letting you see, still letting you be connected to the outside world. What a simple, perfect invention. Glass in a frame. Transparent but solid. Open but closed. Inside but outside. All the windows you've looked through have been gifts. All the views you've seen. All the light that's reached you. All the world that's been made visible while you stayed safe and comfortable. You've spent hours looking out windows. Days probably. Maybe even years of your life, cumulatively, just looking. Just watching. Just seeing what's there. And that's not wasted time. That's not nothing. That's you being present. That's you witnessing the world. That's you being aware of the beauty and complexity and constant change of everything. That's you being alive. And noticing. And paying attention. And that is enough. Now let's think about seasons. About the way time moves in cycles. You've lived through so many seasons. Dozens of springs. Dozens of summers. Dozens of falls and winters. Each one different. Each one the same. Each one marking time passing. Each one offering something. Spring arrives and something in us wakes up. Even if we're not gardeners. Even if we don't spend much time outside. We feel it. The longer days. The warmer air. The way things start growing again. The way the world turns green. Spring has come for you every year of your life. Every single year, winter ended and spring arrived and life renewed itself. The earth kept its promise. The cycle continued, and you were there to see it, to feel it, to be part of it. And summer. Long days. Warm nights. The fullness of summer. The abundance of it. The way it invites you outside. The way time feels different. Slower, somehow, even though the days pass just as quickly. Summer has been there for you too. Every year. Offering warmth. Offering growth. Offering the peak of the season. The fullness of life. And fall. Oh, fall. The changing leaves. the cooling air, the way everything becomes beautiful in its ending, the way the world gets dressed in gold and red and orange before letting go. Fall has taught you about change, about letting go, about the beauty of things ending, about preparing for rest, about accepting the cycle, about trusting that what falls away makes room for what comes next. And winter, quiet winter, dark winter, still winter, the way the world slows down, the way nature rests, the way we're called to rest too, to be inside, to be warm, to be quiet, to wait. Winter has held you in its deep stillness, has given you permission to slow down, has reminded you that rest is necessary, that dormancy is not death, that waiting is part of the cycle, that spring will come again because it always does. You've experienced all of this, all of these seasons, all of these changes, all of these cycles, over and over, year after year, each one a gift, each one a lesson, each one a reminder that life moves in rhythms bigger than us, that we're part of something ancient and ongoing, that we belong to nature's patterns. And you've had your own seasons too, seasons of your life. The spring of childhood, everything new, everything growing, everything possible. The summer of young adulthood, energy and fullness and activity and building and creating and doing. The fall of middle age, richness, depth, the harvest of all you've learned and experienced, the beauty of maturity, and the winter that comes with age. The slowing down, the turning inward, the wisdom of having lived, the peace of accepting what is, the deep rest that comes from having done enough, been enough, lived enough. Each season of your life has been necessary. Each one has given you something. Each one has made you who you are. And wherever you are now, whatever season you're in, it's the right season. It's your season. It's where you are in your journey. And it has its own gifts, its own beauty, its own purpose. Spring doesn't try to be summer. Fall doesn't apologize for not being spring. Winter doesn't wish it were fall. Each season is itself, complete, perfect, necessary. And you are in your season. You are exactly where you are meant to be in the cycle of your life. And it's enough. You're enough. This moment is enough. The seasons keep turning. Life keeps moving. And you're part of it. You've always been part of it. You'll always be part of it, in one form or another. That's the gift of cycles. That's the gift of seasons. That's the gift of being part of something larger, something eternal, something that continues. And that is enough. Let's talk about photographs for a moment, about the way we try to hold on to moments. You've probably looked at photographs, old photographs, pictures of yourself when you were younger, pictures of people you love, pictures of places you've been, pictures of times you don't want to forget. There's something both wonderful and sad about photographs, isn't there? They preserve a moment. They let you see what was. But they also remind you that what was is gone. That time has passed. That you can't go back. That person in the photograph, that younger version of yourself, they're you and they're not you. You've lived so much since then. You've changed. Your face has changed. Your body has changed. Your life has changed. And yet, there you are in the picture, frozen in that moment, forever young or forever that age, forever in that place, forever with those people. And photographs of people you love. People who are gone now. How precious those become. How you study them. How you try to remember exactly what it felt like to be with them. To hear their voice. To feel their presence. The photograph shows you their face. But it can't capture who they were. Not really. Not completely. No photograph can hold a whole person. A whole life. A whole relationship. But still, we're grateful for them. Grateful to be able to see faces we miss. Grateful to have proof that yes, that happened. Yes, we were there. Yes, they were real. Yes, It all mattered. And photographs of places, trips you took, houses you lived in, landscapes that moved you, the world as it was at various moments in time. Looking at them now, you remember. Or you try to remember. Sometimes the memory is clear. Sometimes it's fuzzy. Sometimes you remember the photograph more than the actual moment. The image has replaced the experience, in a way. But that's okay. That's how memory works. We hold what we can. We preserve what we're able to. We do our best to keep the past with us, even as we move forward into the future. And maybe you're in fewer photographs now than you used to be. Maybe you're the one taking the pictures instead of being in them. Or maybe you don't take many pictures at all anymore. Maybe you've decided to just live the moments instead of trying to capture them. That's okay too. Both are okay. Photographs are wonderful. And living without constantly documenting is wonderful. There's no right way to move through life. But if you have old photographs, if you have images of your past, they're treasures. They're evidence. They're witnesses to the fact that you lived, that you were there, that you had a life full of moments and people and places. And if you don't have many photographs, that's okay too. The memories exist in you. The experiences live in your body, in your mind, in your heart. You carry your whole life with you, photographed or not. Every moment you've lived, documented or not, mattered. Every person you've loved, photographed or not, was real. Every experience, every feeling, every day, it all counted. It all added up to this life. Your life. And that is enough. Let's think about names for a moment. Your name. The word that represents you. The sound that, when spoken, means you. How many times has your name been said in your lifetime? How many voices have spoken it? How many different ways has it been pronounced, with different accents, different tones, different emotions? Your name has been called in love, in anger, in joy, in fear, in greeting, in farewell, in tenderness, in frustration, in celebration, in sorrow. Your name has been whispered, shouted, sung, written, typed, signed. Your mother said your name. Maybe she still does. Or maybe she's gone now, but you can still hear how she said it, can't you? That particular way she had. That particular voice. Your name in her mouth sounded like no one else saying it. Your father said your name. Your siblings. Your friends. Your teachers. Your co-workers. Your children, if you have them. Your partner. Your grandchildren. Everyone who has known you has said your name, has called you, has addressed you, has recognized you with that particular sound. And you've said names too. You've called to people. You've spoken their names with love, with need, with friendship, with urgency, with care. Names are how we hold each other, how we call to each other across space, how we get someone's attention, how we make them know we're talking to them specifically, to them alone. There's power in a name. There's identity. There's recognition. When someone remembers your name, you feel seen. When someone forgets it, you feel invisible, even if just a little. Your name is tied to your whole existence. It's been with you since the beginning, since before you can remember. It was given to you, chosen for you, and you've carried it your whole life. Maybe you like your name. Maybe you don't. Maybe you wish it were different. Maybe it feels perfectly right. Maybe it's complicated. Maybe people mispronounce it. Maybe it's common. Maybe it's unique. But it's yours. It represents you. It's how you're known in the world. And the names you carry in your heart. The names of people you love. The names you say, even when those people aren't there. The names you think of. The names that bring up feelings just by being thought. Some names make you smile. Some names make you ache. Some names are said out loud all the time. Some names you only say in your head now, because the person they belong to is gone. But you remember them. You hold them. the names of your life, the people who have peopled your world. Every name you know is evidence of connection, evidence of relationship, evidence that you've been part of a web of human beings, all of us calling to each other, recognizing each other, knowing each other by the particular sounds that represent us. Your name has been spoken with love. That's one of the most important things. Your name has been said by people who cared about you, who wanted your attention, who wanted to connect with you, who wanted to call you into their presence. That's beautiful. That's meaningful. That's one of the gifts of being alive, being known, being named, being called to, being recognized, being seen. And that is enough. Let's think about hands again, but differently this time. Think about what your hands have done, what they've made, what they've touched, what they've created, what they've repaired, what they've held. Your hands have worked. Whatever work you've done, your hands did it. Typed on keyboards, wrote with pens, used tools, cooked food, cleaned things, built things, fixed things, created things. Your hands have been useful. They've accomplished tasks. They've solved problems. They've been part of how you moved through the world and made your living and contributed and participated. And your hands have cared for people. They've bathed children, changed diapers, wiped tears, held hands, patted backs, hugged, comforted. Your hands have expressed love in practical ways. Love isn't just a feeling. It's action. It's care. It's doing things for people. And your hands have done that. They've shown love through action. Your hands have made meals. Thousands of meals, probably. Breakfast and lunch and dinner, day after day, year after year. Your hands have fed people, have nourished people, have given sustenance. That's profound when you think about it. Your hands have kept people alive, have kept you alive, have prepared food and brought it to mouths and made eating possible. Your hands have created. Maybe you've knit or sewn or painted or drawn or built or carved or molded or shaped things. Maybe you've made art or craft or functional objects. Maybe you've played musical instruments. Maybe you've done work that required skill and precision and creativity. Or maybe your creation has been different. Maybe you've created homes, created comfort, created order out of chaos, created beauty in small ways, arranged flowers, set tables, made spaces welcoming. Creation doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be recognized. Your hands have created your life, have shaped your world, have made things better in countless small ways. And your hands are aging now, probably, or have aged. The skin is different, thinner maybe, spotted maybe. The joints might hurt. They might not work as well as they used to. They might shake. They might be stiff in the morning. But they're still your hands. They still carry the story of everything they've done. Every task they've performed. Every person they've touched. Every object they've held. Your hands are a map of your life. The scars and marks and lines and changes. They tell the truth about what it means to have lived, to have worked, to have loved, to have been present in a body, doing things, making things, caring for things. Your hands have given so much, have done so much, have been so faithful, even when they hurt, even when they're tired, even when they don't work as well as they once did. They deserve gratitude. They deserve gentleness. They deserve rest when they need it. They deserve to be honored for all they've done. And that is enough. Now, let's talk about sleep. About this thing you're moving toward. This thing that comes every night. This necessary surrender. Sleep is strange, isn't it? Every night, you lie down and let go of consciousness. You trust that you'll come back. You trust that morning will arrive. You trust that this letting go is safe. And it is. Sleep holds you. Sleep restores you. Sleep heals you. While you're sleeping, your body is working. Your mind is processing. Your whole system is repairing and reorganizing and preparing you for another day. Sleep is a gift you give yourself, or that your body gives you, whether you want it or not. Your body knows what it needs, knows when it's time to stop, time to rest, time to release the day. And dreams. The strange world of dreams. The way your mind wanders when you're asleep. The way it shows you things that make sense and don't make sense. The way it brings up memories and fears and desires and random images all mixed together. Dreams are your mind playing. Your mind processing. Your mind being free from logic and rules and reality. Your mind being creative in ways it can't be when you're awake and in control. Sometimes you remember your dreams. Sometimes they fade the moment you wake up. Sometimes they stay with you all day. Sometimes they feel more real than real life. Sometimes they're nonsense. But they're part of you. Part of your inner life. Part of the mystery of being conscious in a body with a brain that never quite stops working. And the moment of falling asleep. That threshold between waking and sleeping. That gentle crossing over. The way your thoughts get fuzzy, the way your body gets heavy, the way you drift, softer and softer, until you're gone. It's like a little death, in a way. A practice death. A letting go. A surrender. Every night, you practice releasing control. Practice trusting. Practice believing that it's okay to not be vigilant. To not be in charge. To just let the world go on without you for a while. And every morning, you wake up again. You return. You get another day. Another chance. Another set of hours to fill with whatever you choose. With small moments and ordinary tasks and connections and experiences. Sleep and wake. Sleep and wake. The rhythm of your whole life. The most basic pattern. The foundation of everything. You've slept thousands of nights. Tens of thousands. In different beds, in different places, alone and with others, as a child, as an adult, as a young person, as an older person. Sleep has been your constant companion, your nightly reset, your regular return to darkness and rest and letting go. It's reliable. It's there. Your body knows how to do it. Your body has always known. Even when sleep is difficult. Even when it's disrupted, even when you can't sleep well or enough, your body still knows, still tries, still seeks rest. And tonight, sleep is coming for you. Or you're coming for sleep. Either way, you're moving toward each other. Toward that moment of release. That moment of surrender. That moment of trusting that everything will be okay. That you can let go. That you can rest. You're safe. You're here. You're breathing. And soon, you'll sleep. And that's perfect. That's exactly what should happen. That's your body taking care of you. That's life renewing itself. That's the cycle continuing. Let yourself move towards sleep. Let yourself feel heavy. Let yourself drift. There's nothing you need to do. Nothing you need to figure out. Nothing you need to solve or plan or worry about. Just this. Just breathing. Just being. Just slowly, gently, softly letting go. Before you drift completely, let's hold one more thought together. The small moments. We've talked about so many of them. Light and sound and touch and taste and smell. Routines and stillness and walking and windows. Seasons and names and hands and sleep. All of these small moments, all of these ordinary experiences, all of these simple, regular, unremarkable parts of being alive. This is what life is made of. Not the big events, not the achievements, not the milestones or the dramatic moments or the things that get remembered in history books or photo albums. Life is made of mornings and evenings, of cups of tea and walks and looking out windows. Of hands held and names spoken and seasons passing. Of light on walls and rain on roofs and breath moving in and out. Life is made of small moments. Billions of them. Trillions of them. More than you could ever count. More than you could ever remember. But they're all there. They all happened. They all mattered. Every single ordinary moment of your life has been a gift, has been part of the great privilege of being alive, of being here, of being conscious, of being able to notice and feel and experience the world. You didn't have to do anything special to deserve these moments. You didn't have to earn them. They were given freely. Just by being alive, just by being here, just by being you, you received them. You lived them. You were part of them. And that's enough. That's more than enough. That's everything. Your life, with all its small moments, with all its ordinary days, with all its simple pleasures and quiet experiences, your life has been beautiful, has been meaningful, has been worthwhile. Not because you accomplished anything in particular, not because you became anyone special or did anything remarkable, but because you lived, because you were here, because you noticed, because you felt, because you experienced, because you were part of the world and the world was part of you. That's the gift. That's the great gift. The gift of small moments. The gift of being alive to receive them. The gift of consciousness that allows you to know you're receiving them. And tonight, as you prepare to sleep, as you let go of this day and move into rest, you can know that you've lived another day of small moments. You've added more gifts to the collection. You've continued the journey. You've been here, present, alive. Tomorrow will bring more. More light. More sound. More sensations. More small moments. More gifts. More life. But you don't have to think about tomorrow now. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Right now, this moment, this breath, this soft letting go, this is enough. You are enough. Your life is enough. These small moments are enough.